important thing is to give yourself permission to feel. We don't get that in normal life. When we say, how are you, we don't really want the answer. We're just being polite, right? So we go through life and somebody says, how you doing? Oh, I'm good, I'm great, how you doing? You know? I'm not doing great! I'm fucking angry! But I won't let you know that because that's not cool, right? Well, in here, so I tell you to do it, it's like turning on a switch and it doesn't go on and off very easily. But can't we all tell when somebody's doing it badly? I mean, if we go to a movie or a play or see something on television, we can tell somebody's there or not there, right? I mean, I cry at chick films, I mean, all you have to do is basically put a music scene in a movie and I'm done. You know, if people start singing or whatever. But I mean, emotion is something because all audiences are perfect in everything you do. Good students. We know everything. We see every moment. And we can tell when two people are kissing on screen, whether there's anything going on but the rent. We can tell immediately if somebody's really there. And it's the essence to good acting. I mean, when you see that in a room, when you go into an audition and you see somebody bring the heat like that, it's just like, and believe me, producers and directors are human. They know it, they see it. Did I ever tell you the story? Some of you know this, some of you don't, but I built my acting resume by being a reader for a casting director who liked me and brought me in for everything. And we were doing Mike Hammer, that crazy what's-his-face, Bernstein. He was certifiable. But, you know, there wasn't much to Mike Hammer. I mean, the bad guy comes around, Mike Hammer clobbers him at some point, and there's a pretty girl. And we had to bring one girl in that Jay could, you know, every week. That was one of their assignments. But anyway, there happened to be a role that was fairly tough, emotional for a woman. And so she comes in and reads, and she was so stunning in her preparation and what she did, but I mean live emotionally, I mean full. And you know, I'm in there reading with her and I'm like, wow, right? But Jay Bernstein and the director and the casting director and everything, when she's done, we're all like, you could hear a pin drop in the room, right? She goes, oh, that was awful, and runs out of the room because we didn't applaud or whatever. But we were so freaking stunned by what she did. I mean, we needed a moment to and even after she ran out of the room, we're all watching her run out of the room, and Jay goes, Marianne, go get her. She cleared the fucking parking lot. This is a true story. She was gone. We had to call her agent and tell her she got the fucking part and she blew everybody away. Now I wonder, did she know, or was just having an insecure day or whatever? I know when I kill a room. I don't know about y'all. But what we do up here is probably as important as your scene work. When you tap into this moment to moment, when you are just there, you're not thinking about it, you're not trying to make anything happen, you trust it and let it happen, everybody sees it and it will get you paid. Yes? Anybody having any trouble with that exercise at the moment? Actually, you know what? I don't want to know. We'll get through it. I really don't. I really don't. Because you'll get through it, because we're going to do it until you do. Couple things. I was watching Princess Diaries last night. Don't ask. I love Anne Hathaway. God, who knew that she was going to grow up to be what she is? She can do anything. But that was, anyway. There was a line in there, though. It was an Eleanor Roosevelt quote, which said, "Remember, no one can make you feel inferior without your consent." We have all had moments where we have felt less than. Yes? somebody said something about us, and I mean, you can go back to high school, but this, you know, we're not free from this now. Somebody says some things about us, or we feel somehow we don't measure up. That's on us. Nobody else has the power to do that. I talked about a couple weeks ago where you say these affirmations, because we all have things in life that bring us up like, huh? You know? And you have to, you know, help yourself. And, you know, I am fantastic. I am wonderful. I am terrific. I am talented. I am happy, healthy, full of energy, loved, respected, and revered. I am fantastic. And I told you about the little girl that said, would you come to my house and repeat that every day? Well, no, I don't need to do that. You do. And we do have to help. And when somebody else is pulling us down, that has as much validity as you saying the opposite. And words do have power, remember it. Character is how you treat those who can do nothing for you. It's also what you do when you're alone. There's another corollary to that that says you can tell the size of a man by what makes him mad. That one, boy, I have been a little man a lot of times. I mean, like, yay. Yay. Consciousness, awareness, we have to be aware. Hope is the only thing stronger than fear, except love. I would go with those two. But they are stronger. And fear is, as my partner told me once when I was in the middle of it, false expectations appearing real. Did you ever think about that? What do you fear? I asked somebody once what they fear. Well, I'll lose my apartment, or I won't have any money. And I said, okay, what happens then? Well, I can't pay my rent. I said, what happens then? Well, they'll evict me. I said, what happens then? I'll come live with you. And I'm like, okay. And I even said, you can come live with me. I said, do you really think with the people that we know, and me included, that you would ever go hungry? What do you need? You need a roof over your head. You need food and water. Hopefully love and hope. Those are things you need, right? But we fear, right? We fear, what if? And it's false expectations. Things we fear that will never happen, ever. And they do appear real, don't they? They get you in the grip. I wake up in the middle of the night, my stomach's churning, and that adrenaline's going. I'm going, what the hell was that, right? So you have to calm yourself, because those thoughts that produce fear, the same medicine will, if you give good thoughts, if you give reaffirming thoughts, will produce a calm and will let you realize that you're in control of your life. Your mind is the most powerful tool that you have to control your life, to build the life that you want. And it can be used for good or for evil. And that's a fact. This is not news. In the 15th century, the philosopher Van Goethe said, in all things it is better to hope than despair. But they are two sides of the same coin. Despair produces fear, and hope produces the antidote, yeah? We're in a business that, I was talking with one of my friends who came and audited last class and thought you guys were just fantastic, and we were talking about this, that actors in particular are in a business that we're isolated. Yeah, we have friends and stuff, but that we are our own little business, our own little enterprise, and we are CEO and board and staff of our own little business. And to the extent that we manage that business, and that includes keeping our positive attitude and the right mental framework, it translates. You can walk in a room and people can tell either, woo, something's going on, or wow, something's going on, right? So it's really important that we do this. If we're not looking into some kind of self-awareness or self-help or some kind of affirmations that encourage us in those down moments when you know you went in there and you killed the room and you should have got the job but you didn't, which is most of the time, right? You never know. They may have said you're wonderful, bring them back, and the idea is that they keep bringing you back until you get a job. But we don't know that, right? We don't know what happened in that room. All we know is that we didn't get the call we thought about. And after a while, it starts to wear on you. So what do? Well, you quit. Not an option, really, in my mind. Or you can understand that this is a process and in the road, and you're doing something special and wonderful, and there is the fact that you love it. So get your mind right, okay? Thank you for listening.